right, it looks like we are live. Let me just double check. Refresh the page. We're getting an ad. Awesome. Welcome. Oh, that was a burp. Welcome in, everybody. It is another Sunday. It is Sunday, January 11th? 11th. I'm going to go with, yes, I can see it at the bottom of the screen now, 11th. Welcome in. It is Sunday, January 11th. It is another night of GeoGuessr, and it's an important night because we're at 290. That's no small feat. That is no small feat. That is almost 300. That is 290 countries in a row that we have guessed. And those 290 have led us to this road somewhere in the southern hemisphere because the sun's to the north. We can see that without me having to move anything. The sun is to the north. We have the compass. And we have the sun. And that's about all we have to go off of right now. With it being in the north, where might we be? Or, sorry, with this being in the southern hemisphere and the sun being in the north, because that's how that works. Where might we be? Couple early guesses. You know what? I'm not going to make any early guesses. Because there's a chance that an early guess ends up on the wrong continent. And I don't feel like making one of those right now. So we're gonna keep moving here. Christopher Like saying hello, or bleh, happy Sunday. Hello, Ewan and GeoPimps. Hello, Christopher Like. Welcome in. Welcome into what could be a historic stream night. This really is. This is big. And on the eve of the 2-year anniversary of the stream as well. I was hyping up the 2-year anniversary last week, and then I realized that my math was off. Basically, the actual 2-year anniversary falls in the middle of this week. So I don't know whether to count this stream or the next stream. This stream would be premature, the next one's late. We just passed a sign. There's another sign right there. Let's read all these signs. Great. Esta. Okay. And then there was something up here as well. That was a left-hand drive, which, of course, Delta Dawn. I can't really read that. Can't read any of this. None of this is helpful at all. Katz is saying Freezite told me he can't come to the stream as he's off for a conference. He told me to make fun of you for never finishing the Senegal video. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, welcome in, Katz. And, I guess welcome an absent Freezite. I'd say it's, in progress, and it is, but we're all sick of hearing it. That's 13 miles away. We got a donkey, or 13 kilometers away. Agreed, Christopher Like, this is Africa. Ill-Tired saying hello, Ill-Tired, and asking, did that say Swaziland? I don't think so. I see what you're saying, but that starts with an N. With an N, not an end. An N. It's like, I fully see what you're saying, but I don't think it says Swazi. Or is that an S? Yeah, Katz is saying I don't think it says Swaziland. Let's look at the other side of it again. It doesn't say it without a shadow of a doubt, so I think we don't do it. Let's... 13 kilometers is insane. Let's not do that. Let's stay on the bigger road. I just realized how far 13 kilometers actually is, and that's not a reasonable amount for us to click through. Maybe that will have been the wrong decision, but we'll see. What's this right here? We got Petro Logistics. Ooh, Joel Freak is saying, hey, just a note that your flight out is very full. Love that. I figured it would be. It happens. It's a 6-hour red eye. I'm not, It's gonna happen. I'm not too bothered about it. I paid for a seat, an aisle seat. when I did, Christopher likes saying, you can tap the arrow, then hold the space bar. I know, but even that takes a while. Right. Good point, Cat's not mountainous. Bleh. Yeah, not mountainous enough for Eswatini. Cat's asking, do they serve a meal in a 6-hour red eye? I honestly don't remember. I won't eat. It's like, it's at some, I don't know what hour it's at. I don't remember. But, yeah, flight back, small, promising, not open, but close chance. Yeah, it's, these flights are flights. At this point, 6 hours in my brain is like nothing. 6 hours, like 14 hours to Manila from San Francisco last year, 17 hours to Auckland from JFK. I remember the 5-hour Tashkent to, or even 6-hour, I think it was, Tashkent to Istanbul flight. I was like, oh, this is nothing. This is like a small flight. This is a whatever flight. I was like, bleh. Okay, they do serve you business class. When I flew to London last year, they did. Ooh, Joel Freak saying I'm doing 20 hours next week, then 23 after that. 19 and a half from New York City to Singapore. Why isn't it doing the thing? Oh, you know why it's not doing the thing? My keyboard isn't connected. I don't know why, but my keyboard has decided, ever since being shoved into a suitcase to go to Tampa, it decided to be a lot more temperamental. Also because now I have 2 computers. I'm not functionally using 2 computers. I'm only using this computer for the streams at this point because I don't feel like getting it set up on the new one. But I've essentially completely transitioned to the new one. Oh, and the Senegal video is on this computer. That'll be my last Final Cut Pro edit, and then over to the new computer. You're doing LaGuardia to Toronto to O'Hare, and then O'Hare to Honolulu? No way. That's insane. Cats is saying Red Eye to London is 8 hours and 40 minutes from here, so they serve us dinner and economy and a sandwich for breakfast. That's good. I think there's a time. It's like after 7 hours they have to serve you both of those. Okay, Yule is Montreal. All the Canada ones start with a Y. It makes it confusing. And O isn't helpful. O tells me nothing. But Joel Freaky saying Toronto, come on, I expect better than that. You know what? Yule can be Montreal all at once. I don't care. I've flown in there multiple times and I don't remember. It's just, I question, what was the point behind the Y? Behind every Canadian airport having a Y? Because it comes up whenever I look at flights and it says connecting in Y, XX, YXY, YXYZ, whatever. I'm always like, okay, I know I'm going to Canada. I don't know what this could be anywhere in Canada because I don't remember the rest of them. Joel Freak saying they speak French, for God's sake. It's unfortunate. At least, it's funny to me. I think of Montreal. Going to Montreal, in my head, like when I went, I was like, this is hilarious because it's almost the exact opposite of Florida. It's like, obviously the 3 colonial powers in North America were France, Britain, and Spain. And, in this part of the U.S., it's like very much British influence. And then in Florida, it's like, yeah, you get that sprinkle of Spanish. And then in Montreal, you get that French. And it's just like, it was funny. It felt like the, reverse Florida. I'm not explaining this too well, but I make sense to me right now. But yeah, Kat saying, yeah, every airport in Canada starts with the Y's. The company that created the airport codes is based in Montreal. I feel like it's... Alright, well, none of this is helpful either. It's just not helpful for figuring out where you're going. Botswana. Any objections? Christopher likes saying the YouTuber Nanobites went from Istanbul to Bangkok a few days ago on AirAsia. 10-hour flight. He was not served a meal or complimentary drink. That's wild. They at least had them on board, though, right? Like, you could get it if you wanted. Okay, Y is for the radio signal back then for cities. Okay, then they stick it out for airport codes. Fair enough. Oh, and Cat saying did that same mon. It's in Botswana. Yep, cool, we're good. W Dig hopping in saying, yo, what's up, chat? What is up, W Dig? Are you ready to experience history? Yes, you are. You typed it just as I said it. Back and ready to hit 300. Oh, Joel Freak saying, and they charged him for toilet paper, made him do the... Oh, okay, made him do a handstand for the entire flight. Ha, ha, ha. Ooh, Cat's saying W Dig might know one of the countries I'm visiting next month, so I'm now suspicious that it's a Eurovision thing. Plasty, this is Czech or Slovakia, but I don't know the difference between the language enough. So, we just... Oh, .cz, look at that. Easy. Any objections to that? We love that. I am upset that Freezite isn't here. I think Freezite was the one who asked me to wear my new Scotland jersey on the stream and to like go put it on, and I was like, it's too far away, so I put it on this stream just for that. Bro's not here. Yep, W did confirming check. Nice. Okay. This is France. I shouldn't have said anything. It's not going to be... Okay, there we go. We got French, but... I fear this may be Belgium. This actually should be pretty easy here. Where's Torcy? Well, my laptop is running loud. This thing was on the way out. I'm glad I got a new computer. Ooh, right. I forget, Sammy Marco's in Montreal. W. Dick saying, yes, peep the jersey. That's awesome. Thank you. It's such a good jersey, and I knew it, even like when I was just holding it. This is... When I first got it, I threw it on. I was like, okay, sick. All right, Seine. The Seine goes to the Seine of Paris. That says France right there. That's the French government logo. This is probably France. Are we good with that? But I held it up when I first got it, like threw it on, and was like, this is sick. And now that I'm actually wearing it, I'm even more like, this is sick. It's such a nice jersey. Joel Freak asking if I've blown out the fans. I don't know. I have no idea how this thing works. I've genuinely never heard it make these sounds, though. We'll see. Oh, I missed Old Tired saying, can we look for another minute? Or zoom in a bit on the signs. My bad. Well, we got it. But yes, W. Dick saying up the Scots indeed. Can't wait to get blown out by Brazil in Miami. Absolutely decimated by Brazil in Florida. It's like as humiliating as possible. Okay, get a can of air and blow it out. Where do I blow? It's a Mac. There's no like openings. I don't know how to do it. I know with the new computer, it's a beast. Well, it's not a brick, but it's like a block. It's pretty sick. Christopher likes saying, how about those Green Bay Packers? What happened? What did I saw? Okay, I saw Jacksonville lost to the Bills. I saw we've got tie right here. Philly lost. Who did Philly lose to? Because Drew mentioned that. Who did Philly lose to? I know this. 49ers. Carolina lost to the Rams. Let's go. Last week's last week's stuff meant nothing. Blew an 18-point halftime lead. Who did they play? Jets won the Super Bowl. List of things that'll never be said. W. Dig asking, wait, did you get tickets yet? I might have missed that. No, but we're in the like lottery thing for them. I don't really understand it. I don't think I'll get to... The market price is just ridiculous. That's the thing. Oh, Bears. Oh, good for the Bears. Honestly. Good for them. They deserve that after, like, the last 15 years. And I'm only saying last 15 years because that's as far back as my knowledge goes. It could be 20, 25. Good for them. They deserve that. This is Thai, right? I mean, we've seen that sign pretty frequently in Thailand. Let's keep going. Yeah, I don't know why I'm taking a shot at trying to read these. I am excited, though. I did find so I have an old camera. An old camera. It's probably like 16 years old, but it's still a good camera because it's an expensive. It was an expensive camera at the time, 16 years ago. And it did good pictures. So I figured out what kind of battery it takes. I've gotten batteries, gotten a charger, so that it's charging now. So I'm going to take some fire photos from London next weekend. And what's it? Lost my train of thought. Yeah. Oh, and because I know several of you follow me on Instagram. If you see me post from London next weekend and you're like, oh, he didn't mention the stream wasn't canceled. The stream is not canceled. I get back at a reasonable time on the Sunday, so I'm just going to do the stream on the Sunday. Because I have to stay up or unless at my sleep schedule. Joel Freak saying the camera's a Hardy Boys first camera. Iltired saying check the drive. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to do that. Oh, good point. Driving on the left side. This is almost certainly Thailand at that point. Are we good with that? Iltired asking what model. That's a good question. I can just grab it. See the fan over there? That's getting me because the desk. It's just been brutal in here. I don't have an air conditioning unit. I finally bought a new one, but that's not installed yet. It's this. I don't know what this is. It's an A. It's a Sony. How do I know what this is? Oh, A65. There we go. Joel Freak saying it's a camera. Thank you, Joel Freak. That's a great clip there. Me looking at a camera and saying, how do I know what this is? Where can I put this down? It's going to go there. All right, let's do it. Actually, wait. Okay, are we all good with Thailand? I expected agreement to come in while I went to go get the camera, and agreement didn't come in. Sammy Marco's here. Hello from Montreal. How's it going? It's going well, Sammy Marco. How are you enjoying the Great White North? The Great White French North. Quebec. Iltired saying we are well. Here we go. Thai. Easy. Notice how I'm not reading the French. I'm just translating it. I refuse to make an idiot of myself. We have... Are these Irish plates? Nope, they're British plates. Yellow back plate. Yep, exactly. Thai King. Oh, yeah, Cat's making a good point. Cats and Sammy Marco are in the same country. And Cat's saying this is the UK. Yep, fully agree. Wow, Sammy Marco taking the time out of Montreal to tune in. Sammy Marco, how is Montreal? How has it been treating you? Did you find gluten-free poutine? That is the question on everybody's mind. I really hope you did. Yeah, that literally says UK. Any objections to the United Kingdom? Sammy Marco saying the North is indeed very white and very French. And it is good. Love to hear that. I love to hear that. Joel Freak saying it is. It wasn't on my mind. W Dick saying okay, bilingual. Yeah, we love a bilingual Sammy Marco. Of course, Iltired, showing off the French skills. French, I don't believe, is the most complicated language that Iltired can communicate in, if I am correct. This is a nice town. It's really cool. Alright, United Kingdom. Where is this? Just for my own knowledge. Baslo. Baslo. Nice. Okay, we are out in a field somewhere. Yes, exactly. Eltard does also speak Mandarin. Christopher likes saying FYI requested Feb 15th for a day off work. Did we land on Feb 15th for the 24-hour stream? Or not the 24... 12. 12. I thought we wanted to postpone because Olympics and my recovery, but I could be wrong. Did we say that for certain? Canadian flag. Cats, does this look like Canada? Sammy Marco saying gluten-free, dairy-free poutine doesn't exist. Darn. Darn. That is a shame. WDig saying 24 hours. Let's get it. Eek. I don't think I could handle that. That's where I would die. Alright. We've got a maximum 60. That's kilometers. This is Canada. Ill-tired saying I'm sad. Cat saying looks like it. Maybe we can find a Canada Post mailbox. Yep, that's a Canadian sign. Yeah, Ill-tired saying I'm sad. These are the Maritimes, which is a term I learned last week from you all. Oh boy. Alright, well this is Portugal. Or you know what, there's a world where Brazil uses that like sign. WDig saying Brazil looking. Yeah, let's suss it out, because I don't... It looks regal, but at the same time, I'm not sure if it is Portugal. Or, yeah, because it looks... Let's just find a European plate, and we can call it at that. Yeah, European plate. European plate, exactly, Christopher, like Brazilian colored. Cat saying I can't do Feb 15th. No, you're right, Portugal. Yep, El Tired saying, oh, wait, where will Cats be? I'll be in Livigno, Italy for snowboarding Olympics event. Love that. Joel Freak asking, am I doing a curling live stream? I would donate to see that. I looked into doing curling recently, actually. I thought it would be kind of funny. I did get it mixed up with shuffleboard. I did think those were the... I did think shuffleboard was curling. There is a curling place I discovered in Brooklyn, and I intend to do it once I have an ankle that works and a shoulder that works better. So it's really annoying, 'cause everything in life is like a once this is better thing, and it's just absolutely... We're finally at the end of it. I mean, I have surgery in 2 weeks. Not even a full 2 weeks anymore. And it's like the light at the end of the tunnel is finally here. It's been a miserable couple months. Miserable. HR, Croatia. So it's just like... Oh, I'm so excited to get this done, and I can actually, like, live life again. That's the Croatian flag right there, too. Boom. Croatia. Any objections to that? Sammy Marcus saying Montreal feels like North America with a French flavor. Yep. And the weather plus the buildings reminds me of Iceland. Interesting. That's... I've never made that... I would have never made that connection myself. I think that's... Can you expand on that? I'm very curious about that. But yeah, Joel Freak saying you could do curling on Long Island. El Tired saying I did a curling lesson before and it was fun. I liked sweeping the best. Yeah, the sweeping seems fun. Like, the whole thing seems fun. I would need to improve my ice skating. So, yeah, they have to learn to curl in March. Croatia send. Christopher likes saying, I saw the video. Oh, by the way, feeling Danish. Yeah, Danish. I think these are Danish signs. But Christopher likes saying, ooh, I saw the video of the ice hockey arena in Italy via Brody Brazil's YouTube channel. That building is not finished. Yeah, Denmark vibes, exactly. Oh, you don't ice skate. It's curling shoes. Interesting. And yep, the veg ending. We good with Denmark? I might have to... might have to stop clicking on Greenland for Denmark in the near future. That's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway... Simi Marco's saying, on the highways, the colors and the way that buildings are positioned in relation to the roads feel similar to what you saw in Iceland. Okay. Huh. It's a very interesting observation. Okay. Joel Freak saying your groin will hurt afterwards. You rely on it to stay upright. Interesting. I didn't realize it was that physical. I do really want to do it. Genuinely. Okay, we're good with Denmark, though, right? I think it'd be fun. It's on my bucket list of things that I want to do once I have full mobility. Archery. I really want to do that. Bike riding. Running. The day I can... I don't know if you all remember. I was briefly okay enough to run for 2 or 3 weeks over the summer, and it was amazing. Not anymore. So in April I should be able to, and that will be the most amazing moment. And I'm riding the bike because I want to do videos. I want to do a video where I just go out on my bike for a weekend. Like Friday night, that might not be smart. Saturday morning, I leave on my bike. I just go out. I got to find somewhere to stay. I'm not allowed to stay in a hotel. I just have to... Maybe I'm allowed to stay in a hotel. I was thinking the field would be fun, but a hotel would probably be better. Just hang out. I would just go out to Long Island, see what I find. Ride the bike all day, find somewhere to stay, ride back the next day, hop on the stream, be like, guys, I got stabbed sleeping in a field. Alright, let's do Denmark. Love it. $2.99. Cat saying, but when you go outside the city center of Montreal and went to the suburbs, it's it did feel like a normal North American city outside of the... I guess, normal North American suburbs outside of the city. This is Finland. Finnish sign right here. And the forest tracks. We'll keep looking, though. Yeah, T-I-E. That's Finland. That's it. We're done. We did it. Finland. I don't have a Finnish flag sitting around a wave. It's not one of the ones I keep on the thing. Wow. This is amazing. Did we ever think... conceptually, it always seemed so easy getting back here. But it hasn't been. It's been a year and a half. A year and a half since we were last this high. Up in the countries consecutively guessed list. That's there. I saved it. That is a good point. Cats did say, if we reach 300, you reveal the country I'm going to in 3 weeks. I'm excited. Well, don't reveal it yet. I've actually just spoken too soon. Let's be sure we get it right. Ooh, Finland. That didn't sound super enthusiastic, but it is. This feels amazing. This is just great. 300. We are back. We are so back. As W Dick says. It's 12 freak saying with curling muscles you've never felt will hurt the next morning. I'm intrigued. That sounds fun. What do we got going? Okay, Italy. Right? Right? Exactly, WDig. So back. Tired saying bike the Erie Canal. That takes multiple days, though. That's the thing. I want to just go into Long Island and see what's there. That sounds dumb to people who know Long Island. They're like, it's just Long Island. I want to experience it. Tired saying, wait, no, pause, blue. Pausing. Triple check, not San Marino. Yep. Cats is saying it's... Okay, first time revealing it to anyone, it's T... Oh! That's gonna be so cool! Is it Tunisia? Like WDig is asking? But catching up in the chat, Joel Freak's saying, you're gonna get old, you need to stay in a hotel. We're all getting old at every time. We're always getting old. I'll be fine. Cat's saying, yep, that's going to be awesome. Oh, man. Definitely send pics in the Discord. That's going to be such a cool time. But, yeah, we did it, Joe. Christopher likes it, and I just don't understand how inept they can be with a major event coming up with regards to construction of a facility. They knew the timings. They knew the project they had to complete. This can't be San Marino. It's not big enough, right? Like, the mountains aren't tall enough. That's what I mean by that. Tirso. I don't know. Yeah, WDig saying never underestimate Italian incompetence. Tired saying could have also been Transylvania. Christopher likes saying I think this is Sardinia. I like that. And Cat saying there's no inclusive beach resort in Transylvania. Yep. Christopher likes saying Sardinia. Alright. What are the towns on that sign? Sign's gone. Am I dumb? Here we go. Here's some. Right. I remember these now. Busca. Oh, yep. Thanks, cats. Yep. I knew that. Sardinia's on an island. Alright. So in my defense, what I did there was, this is not cheating. I'll explain what I was thinking. It will make sense in a minute. I will explain why I got that messed around. See, okay, that's the thing with doing this on video, is that there's video evidence of any time I do something stupid like that. That lives forever. Ula Turso, right here. There's Busacci. We got it. Good call out, Christopher Like. Okay. Sardinia and Piedmont. This is why I went there. Kingdom of Sardinia included that. I don't know my Italian provinces well enough to be like, I know what this is now. I don't know what this is now. I have no... Tuscany's somewhere up there. I don't know what that is now. Maybe I should know that. I don't. I know what, like, that... this is Calabria. This is Sicily. That's the... Oh, this is out of date. That's why there's other ones. I was about to be like, that's not in the right place. Naples is, like, there. Been there. Pisa's up here. Like, Rome's there. You know, Venice is there. Austrian satellite at the time. Like, my Italian geography just doesn't get much further than that. It's a very weird blind spot for me with geography. Just is. Joel Freak saying that's Staten Island. Iltired saying I showed my boyfriend a video of Sunk Terre. Now he really wants to go. I mean, yeah. How could you see that and be like, no, I don't like that. It's gorgeous, objectively. Yeah, exactly. Christopher likes saying before Italy was a thing. People forget Italy as we know it is not that old. I feel like it's not well enough understood that engineer AC... yeah, you know what? I don't know. Alvini? Whatever. I feel like it's not well enough understood that what we think of as Italian is, like, more or less created. They united the Italian states in 18... Oh, Germany was 1871. Italy was in the 1860s, right? Yes? This is going to bug me. I was literally watching a video about this yesterday. 1861. Okay, cool. But yeah. Italy unified 1861. There was no... If you were in one part of the country, you were very unlikely to understand someone from the opposite corner of the country. There was no, like... The Italy we think of today with the pizza and the spaghetti. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and it's, you know, people in Sicily wouldn't have considered themselves part of that. That itself probably didn't really exist in that capacity anywhere. They had to make it up. You had to make this stuff up so that you had a unifying thing. It all started with Napoleon. Napoleon created the whole thing of like one national identity, so that the people from one part of the empire feel similar to the people in the other part of the empire, despite having no actual things in common. North Macedonian flag. It's all made up. It's all fake. It's not real. People are like, it's not real. Like, it's a wild thing to me. It's my little rant. Okay, cool. We're good with North Macedonia. Kat saying, I took a tour from Florence to Sancterre, but you can do it your own way by taking the train to La Spezia. Right, I remember you mentioning. Oh, nice. Oh, so wait, this isn't official coverage. This could be anywhere. Sick. WDIC saying Sicily Nation, rise up. I just think it's interesting. I think there are some people, like... I don't know. The rabbit hole of complaining I'm preventing myself from going into right now is, like, insane. Sigormo. Yeah, I don't know. I got no idea. I'm just gonna keep rolling through here. Oh, okay, that's helpful. Spanish, thankfully. With the, oh, that all just looks so tasty. Oh, I can't have, I shouldn't have seen that. Oh, it's all alcohol, too. I didn't even catch that. Man, that all looks so good. I haven't had a beer in who knows how long. I genuinely don't know the last time. WDig asking, what are you doing dry January? I guess by that reaction, it's very obvious, yes. It's not dry January, though. It's dry for a while. I started in December. President of the Republic, blah, 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 blah. None of this is helpful. Yeah, I started in December. Just because I was like, I want to do more productive things with my time. And this is just... Alright, well, I'm going to go with this is Peru. WDig saying you're stronger than me. Christopher likes saying South America. I think either Ecuador or Peru. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of good. I feel like this is Peru, you know? I mean, you know, where... It's kind of good evidence. I mean, is there anything else that we could go off of it? We'll keep looking because that wasn't a ton, but we'll keep, keep that in mind. Okay, Peruvian flag here too. I think this is Peru. We're probably good. Anyone object? Yep, W Dig saying I like Peru here. Cat saying Peru. Christopher likes saying Peru. Let's do it. Love it. Next round. Okay. This is Spanish. What jersey are you wearing, bro? Barcelona. That's helpful. Feeling... I don't know where I'm feeling. A cat saying I haven't had alcohol. Yeah, W Dig saying you're stronger than me. Cat saying I haven't had alcohol since November, but I don't drink when I'm home. That's fair. That might be... no, I can't do that. I respect that. That's a good idea. See, the thing is, I know this is untenable long term. I'll explain that. It's like... But, yeah, Joel Freak saying I don't drink at all, so I don't feel sympathy. You're lucky. You've chosen the good life, the correct life. Ooh! El Tar saying you sure Spanish. I saw Progresso on that sign. That's on the Brazilian flag. That's a good point. It could be Brazil. So let's keep an eye out for that. Nabu saying good evening. Good evening, Nabu. Welcome in. But El Tarot saying I have a literal wine cellar in my basement. Joel Freak saying, yeah, welcome to the crew. Winemaking facilities in the basement. Dude, that is so sick. You're a connoisseur of the culinary arts, including wine. That's just so... I'm jealous. W Dig saying, hey, mocktail culture is trendy right now. Yeah, but there's a ton of sugar in mocktails. That's the thing. And it's... So I've just been doing waters. And I gotta get a cough drop. 1 second. I don't know why my throat's so dry right now. We got the fun flavor. We got strawberry mint. Christopher likes saying trees scream Amazonia. If only our vegetation expert were here this week. Wasn't away at a conference. Super Tienda. Okay, yeah. El Tired saying never mind. That is Spanish. I didn't even see that. Joel Freak saying Diet Coke. True, but I don't want the caffeine from Diet Coke. I have gotten into Coke Zero recently. It's the nectar of the gods. I recently discovered sugar-free Dr. Pepper. Crazy. I refused to buy it because I want to keep it in the home. But I did buy 2 on Friday. I walked to CVS and it was like, a 0 sugar Dr. Pepper, please. Twice. Nabu saying yellow plates, Colombia. Where were the plates? I didn't even see any plates. We'll go up here. There's a car up here. Also the painted pole. Oh, on the motorbike. Small antenna. Cat saying for me it's just water. I was usually a water guy, and I've somehow gotten into Coke Zero. It's good. It's good. It's like... It's helpful. It helps take your mind off things. Yeah, okay. Christopher likes saying Eastern Colombia, motorbike, Colombian taxi. All right, everyone seems to be in agreement on Colombia. Let's do it. Love it. Yep, outside of... That's incredibly close to Cartagena. That's in Cartagena. I wouldn't expect that. Huh. Nice. We got it. Yeah, Cat's saying I only drink Coke Zero if I need caffeine. I'm using it as that as well, for like a little caffeine boost without having an entire coffee. Because I also, like, where's my coffee from it? It's out of reach. Because I can just down coffee like it's nothing at this point. And I know literally everyone says that. So I guess it's actually not that strong of a statement. But Schweig Street? Yeah, .de. It's probably, I doubt it's in Austria and a German company is coming to service them. This is likely Germany. Anyone object to that? Unless Nabu wants to chime in and says, oh no, I get repairs done from Germany all the time. What were you saying? Okay, yep. Nabu's saying no Austria, indeed. Love it. What's it? Yeah, with the surgery coming up and me having to spend like a reasonable amount of time bedridden, I was just like, I want to be as healthy as possible going into this, because I'm just going to be laying there motionless for a while. So I was like, I'll stop drinking for a bit. Realized how boring some things are. I was kind of like, maybe I should do this for a while. So we're going to see how long this lasts. Christopher like saying 305. WDig saying, OMG, I thought Nabu was saying no, comma, Austria. Netherlands, yep. Nabu saying Dutchy land. WDig saying Netherlands, maybe Belgium. Almost certainly Netherlands. I feel like with these... Belgium's raised crosswalks, right? And then Netherlands doesn't. Here we go. Yep, these are all Dutch plates. And yeah, Nabu saying never Belgium, we have yellow plates. Exactly. All good with the Netherlands? But yeah, the diet soda craze has finally subsumed me. I think this is cool though. I like going to London this weekend. I'm thinking, what do I do with the night times now? I can do other things with the night times. It's like, and I wake up early. I have so much more time in my day now. It's brilliant. I recommend it to anyone who's been considering it. Alright, let's run Netherlands. Is that actually just going to be a Norwegian flag that easy? Joe Freak saying Nando's. Visit Parliament for a sitting. Can you do that? You definitely can't do that, right? No, we do have a group chat trying to figure out what we're going to do in the UK this weekend, other than the stuff that we have to do. Norwegian flag right here, too. Christopher like saying Nando's. God, that place is horrible. I'm honestly not that big of a Nando's fan. Ride the Elizabeth line. I will likely have to, actually. Not by choice. I will just have to. I have ridden it. Tour of the London Underground you can take. Problem is ankle, so I can't walk too far. I have not actually responded in the group chat where we're planning what to do. And they may be watching. So if you're watching it, I haven't responded to the group chat of what we're doing in London. Sorry. This is India. I think we've been here. Nabu Singh just got promoted to Gold 1 after starting anew mid-December. And still over 400 ELO rating above my rank. Honestly, I don't know what that means. I don't know competitive GeoGuessr well enough, unfortunately. I'm so convinced we've been here before and this is India. Is that... Okay, it's just asleep. I was panning kind of slowly because I was like, maybe I don't want to see. So it didn't look great. Ooh, is it a jet? Nice. Indian flag. Any objections to India? Yep, Cat's saying just a sleeping dog. Just a sleeping dog. We love when it's just sleeping. Alright. Let's do it. India. Nice. 308. Yep, Nabu Singh could be a university campus in India, indeed. Left-hand... No, right-hand drive. I'm an idiot. I don't know my lefts and my rights apart. Don't know that plate either. It's going to be on this bin. I don't know. But yeah, so figuring out London. Maybe like a Brannick. Definitely not supposed to be said the way I said it, but yeah. Definitely gonna bring my camera, take some pics. It'd be cool. Cat saying Slovenia vibes. I can see that. I can really see that. You'll tired saying do some afternoon tea. That would be nice. Tea in general would be nice. I do need to have some EU. Brilliant. I do need to have some fish and chips. I don't usually eat. I'm not supposed to eat that, so I don't. But given I will be in the UK, I will. Okay, Nabu's saying Austrian bollards, but yellow town signs, Slovenia vibes indeed. Given I'll be in the UK, I'll have some fish and chips. Yeah. W Dig saying Slovenia looks right. Osteria. Oh, oysters. I would assume. Osteria. Yeah, near Italy probably, because it does look Italian. Komen, Nova Gorica. So New Gorica, as opposed to what's old. That's gonna bug me now. Okay, perfect. Cats is saying Nova Gorica is Slovenia. Jet lag the game town. Gotcha. Okay, by Trieste. I'll just take your word for it. Nice. This is Russia. Well, we're deep in Russia. But yeah, I don't know. It's like full day. See, here's the problem with London. I have already spent a lot of time there. I've already kind of seen everything I've ever wanted to see there. And I'm the least experienced in the city going. I'm only American. And that I guess it's not. I'll keep that statement, but it's like, I don't know. There's nothing to really. It's like we're tourists in a city that we all know, so it's like Honeymoon Road in Albertville. Now we're saying Canada sign. I can get behind that. Cats. Exactly, Cats. Can't count the times you visited London. Go there every year. Exactly. Neil's hard saying it was there last year. Yep, and it's... Okay, Cat's saying we need more clues. And it's also like trying to carve out the time to be like, visit this person, visit that person, and blah, blah, blah. So it's like with the time that's left, it's like, I don't know. Meath Park, Prince Albert. Isn't Prince Albert? These are Canadian signs. Yeah. Nabu's saying Saskatchewan symbol as well. I do want to get a cat sign off here. There it is. That's the cat sign off. And yeah, Nabu's saying, yep, Saskatchewan. Nice. 310. Figure that's our easy expert there. Yeah, that's our expert. There we go. Never visited Saskatchewan, though. No intention to visit. There's nothing there, sadly. I get that. I feel like it's one of the... I don't know if anyone else has this. This is also Chile, by the way. We all know this is Chile, right? Joel Freak saying YXE. Is YXE the... It's Regina, right? Yeah, there's Regina. There's Prince Albert. Is that the Regina airport code? Eltard saying zoom in on the green mile marker. There you go. Kilometer 74. Not even Moose Jaw. Oh, look at Moose Jaw. You know what? I want to know what that looks like. Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. See, okay, so I don't know if anyone else has this feeling, but I am very drawn to middle of nowhere places and inquiring as to what they're like. You know, what is life like in the absolute middle of nowhere? I don't know. I should go find out. That kind of stuff intrigues me. Okay, not many flights out of YXC. Okay. YXC Airport. Oh, Saskatoon International Airport. It looks pretty. Is this one of those airports where you walk in and you just are at your gate in 5 seconds? I like those airports. Saskatoon. So wait, there's Regina, there's Moose Jaw, Prince Albert, Saskatoon. Look, we know so many cities in Saskatchewan now. How can there be nothing there? This is bustling metropolis. Flin Flon. What are you guys saying? Oh, there's a sign up here. We all know this is Chile. We just have to confirm it. Playa Grande, Tocopilla. Let's go. Robbed of an NHL team. I feel like an NHL team should not be there. I can think if I can name like 8 other places. Tocopilla. There we go. Every other major province has one. I don't think you can call Saskatchewan a major province. That I really don't think you can. There's a keg of Canadian Tire, and that's it. NHL does not belong. You know where could have an NHL team, and that doesn't. You know what? I'm not even gonna look at the map. I'm not even gonna look at the map. Quebec City, Victoria, Portland, Milwaukee. Milwaukee not having one is a crime. Hamilton, Ontario. Atlanta keeps failing. Give me a second. Let me do this. Indiana, why not? At least more so than Saskatchewan. Salt Lake City got one. That's my 6 that deserve one and could hold. Hartford, bring it back. Bring back the Whalers. I did say 8 initially, so let me. What's the place? Sherbrooke. Why not? Sherbrooke, Quebec. But Chile. There we go. Did you like that? Send that clip to what's his name. Get me my 8 NHL expansion teams. W Dick saying, nah, I'm a Sask apologist. Cat saying, I agree, it's not a major province and many people are moving out. You have Joel Freak saying, Monston? I don't know what you're saying, Joel Freak. El Tired saying, Sherbrooke, please. Sherbrooke, we're going to have this argument. Sherbrooke, no, city. Population, okay, that is a little low. Largest city in Saskatchewan. Saskatoon. How many people are in Saskatoon? Oh. Alright, we can take Sherbrooke off the list. Yeah, Cat saying isn't Sherbrooke close to Montreal? That was my thinking. It's like you get the suburban population, but they're definitely all diehard Montreal Canadiens fans. Losers of the 2021 Stanley Cup. I wonder who they lost to. I can't seem to remember. But Nabu's saying New Orleans also having no team. I can see New Orleans, though, because Gulf cities, in theory, should have no business having hockey teams. Houston doesn't either. Houston's the fourth biggest city in the country, and it doesn't have a hockey team. Fourth biggest area. It's just hot places. It's like, growing up in Florida, I knew like 3 people who could ice skate. I learned when I was 18. Oh, Montcalm, New Brunswick. Oh, yeah, let's have a St. John's team. I don't know what Montcalm is, but a St. John's team would be amazing. It's nicknamed the Paris of the Prairies. That has to be done sarcastically. Vegas got out. Vegas, of course. I forgot about Vegas. Okay, yeah. Okay, I avoided southern cities because I didn't want to get flamed for it. I didn't want people to be like, hockey doesn't belong in the South. I'm literally a Lightning fan. I love it when Southern hockey teams beat Northern hockey teams. It's so funny. Everybody gets so mad. Everybody, like, in college, it was everyone chirps. Everyone, like, all the biggest. There was one year, Tampa in the playoffs, we played Jersey, then Boston, then Washington. I lived in Washington, the 2 biggest states we had people from at the school were Boston's not a state, Massachusetts, and Jersey. And it was so funny because everyone would chirp. Everyone would be like, oh, Tampa, you guys shouldn't even be playing hockey. Ha ha. And then we'd obliterate them. It was so funny. Yeah, no, I was saying the quality is pretty garbage. St. Pierre should have a team. Remind me where St. Pierre is. Is that the Dakotas? Cat sang of 2021, I forgot. Yeah. Christopher likes saying, if there's a Canadian city outside of Quebec City that deserves an NHL team, it is Saskatoon. Houston is an NHL city, but the NHL is so fixated on Atlanta right now. And I don't get why. They've tried that and they've failed. Oh, St. Pierre and Miquelon. I get it now. You have to put them together. Now I get it. Yeah, St. Pierre belongs to... Yeah, I know it now. I know St. Pierre and Miquelon. I just wasn't putting it together that they were two... I did not put that together. Cat saying Saskatoon is too small, and I don't think hockey players would like to live there. That's fair. Imagine having to live there. That's one of those things. It's like... I don't want to use the example that came to mind that I'm thinking of. But when you think of... You know when you watch the draft in any sport and you're like, oh man, that sucks. You have to go play in that city. I will say there are a lot of... I'm going to use Baltimore as an example because it's somewhere that generally people don't like. I've said on this channel before, I like Baltimore. I think it's hugely underrated. But imagine like being one of those people that thinks Baltimore's terrible because it has its moments. And it's like, congrats, you're going to Baltimore. And you're like, oh, can I go back to college? Inuvik NHL team win. I would be at game 1. That's game 1. W Dick saying, true, Green Bay is 107K people. Saskatoon is definitely not too small for a pro team. That's the Central Europe, like, town marker thing. We're leaving a town. Iqaluit as well. Iqaluit would be sick. There we go. Katz is making the point I was about to make. Wisconsin has many cities. Saskatchewan is very isolated. We're really not getting much off this round, are we? Here we go. We got something. What? What is this language? This is a bizarre one. Cat saying if you go to Saskatchewan, I don't think you will enjoy it there. Cat saying Estonian. I could see that, but I don't even know the font on this sign. The sign seems weird. Nabu saying Estonian as well. Christopher Like saying Anchorage. That's a good one. Add Anchorage. Take Sherbrooke off and add Anchorage. Now we're back up to 8. W Dick saying I'm going to be petty and plan a trip there now. Anchorage would be cool. Terrible flight. I mean, that's not happening. London NFL team. The London NFL team happens before Anchorage NHL team. No way. And I know it's not actually that bad because Mercator, you know what I'm trying to say. The Earth is round. This is not as far as it looks, but still. That's it. That seems like a nightmare. One thing it would be really cool. Alaska and sports. This is Estonia, 100%. Anyone object to that? Yeah, Nabu's saying Honolulu is big and has no team. But that's the same problem as Honolulu's all the way out here. And I guess the University of Hawaii does it. I have no idea how. I would love for an article on that or a video. There we go. Exactly, Cats. W Dig the big Estonian fan. We love it. 312. W Dig saying Cats. I'll swing by Alberta. That's too funny. Put them in the same division as New York. Yeah, you know what? I'll support it. That's funny. Is that a... These are Irish plates. We've seen this before in Ireland. Granted, it was Northern Ireland, but W saying Estonia, rise up. Cat saying might have to fly into Alberta first to get to Saskatchewan. Let's find out. Saskatoon. Random day. Let's do a weekend. Let's do a weekend in Saskatoon. Fly out the Friday. Come back the Sunday. Good point, Nabu. Irish White Houses. All right. W Dig, it would cost you $525. Oh, only with a layover in Toronto. Is there anywhere else you would... No, they're all Toronto. Oh, yep, that one's a layover in Alberta, but it's more expensive. Ooh, Newark. Ooh. Scary. Ooh, you could get 10 hours in Toronto for this one. For $488. Well, there you go, W Dig. There's your weekend. W Dig saying, hey, that's doable. You know what? That's kind of funny. I'd respect it if you did that. If you do that, let me know. No, never mind. Yeah, this is Ireland. Anyone object to that? W Dig saying Newark, my heart. If it were like $200, I could be convinced. Just for the meme. I'm trying to spend less money on stupid stuff this year. W Dig saying Cats, if I do, we gotta link up there. How far is that from you? I really hope W Dig goes to Saskatchewan. Please do it. It's so funny. 6-hour drive of flatness. This is Vietnam. Yep, the Vietnamese flag. Anyone object to Vietnam? Yeah, Cat's saying I don't have a car, so I have to fly. Vietnam. Do you think they would even do that direct? Yeah, Nabu's saying easy. Easy indeed. Oh, yeah, a forest. So fun. I love random forests. Huh. Joel Freak saying there used to be a nonstop from Saskatoon to Chicago. Where is Christopher likes saying 6 hours on that road? It's like going down I-10 between Panama City and Lake City. Buh. Terrible. Though I am curious. Saskatoon Airport departure board. I'm curious where it flies. I realize this is totally gone off. Like, this is not Cancun. There's always a Cancun flight. This has gone completely off topic, but I'm just curious. Winnipeg, Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Vegas. I like how the only non-regional flights are to Cancun and Vegas. Regional, like domestic. Joel Freak saying Wikipedia YXE destinations. We saw it. Yeah. Saskatoon, YXE destinations. I guess they have it on the... Here we go. What is that? Stony Rapids, Prince Albert, Wollaston, Matlazon, Punta Cana, Phoenix, Vegas, Minneapolis, Calgary, Winnipeg, Halifax, and Port Augusta, Toronto. Nice. Montreal's seasonal. W Dig saying Saskatoon to Cancun is giving Manchester to Ibiza vibes. 100%. 100%. It was in the Warsaw airport back in November when we were in line waiting to board for Belgrade. The gate next to us was Cancun. And it blew my mind. I was like, why are they going there? I was like, why is there a Warsaw to Cancun direct flight? I was on Flight Radar going like, okay, what flights leave this airport? Like, what? And then I went to where flies directly into Cancun. It's everywhere. I was just so bamboozled at the fact it was like, we're in Poland. You're telling me Poland flies direct to Cancun? I think of going back to like 1980, Cold War is, hey, you can fly direct from Poland to Cancun now. It's just so funny. W Dick saying the concept of a flight of Poles heading to Cancun. That's what it was. And I was laughing at that too. It was just so like, you have beaches closer. It was just, I was kind of confused. Like I get, here's where it was confusing was that there's like going to beaches and then there's cultural experience. And you could do like go to Mexico for a cultural experience, but you don't want to do that in Cancun, or you could go to a beach and you don't have to go all the way to Cancun for that. That's what was bamboozling me. Gotcha, yeah. Kat saying many flights to Calgary as they have to connect to my city. Yep, Minneapolis, MSP. We love MSP. Joel Freak making a very good point. If you go back in time, that's the thing you're going to tell people? Yes. Yes. Teleport me back in time right now. I'm going to tell a random person on the street. Well, because you don't want to mess up the timeline, right? You don't want to tell them something important. I don't know what to do with that. I think this is Slovenia again. Because you say something important and mess up the timeline. You really just can't say anything. Yep. Exactly, Christopher. Like Warsaw to Cancun defies logic. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. I felt very gaslit freaking out about it at the airport. Kat saying, I've only been to Cancun once for my 30th birthday. It was nice, but I don't think I'll go back there. Bad hangover on the flight back, so I got served so many free tequilas for my birthday. Nice. Poles are like traveling everywhere now. I see some of them in the city and Banff. I get Banff. I feel like they're going way out of their way to do this. Like, it's great. Their economy's doing fantastic. I feel like the average like I would not. It's the same thing that I said with Mexico, like cultural experience, and then this thing, and it's like go to Canada, experience Canada, but like I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that it's cool to go to other countries and experience them, but I'm yeah, you know what, whatever. Joel Freak saying I had tons of poles on my street. Knee slap. Yeah, W Dick saying oof, not the tequila. Yeah. That's the hungover flight back from Cancun. How long of a flight is that? The connection would probably be terrible. I'm trying to think if I ever experienced anything like that. I thankfully don't think I have. Yeah. Wow. Go me. Yep, no idea. No idea what that says. I filled up that water right before the start of the stream and it's about empty. That's tough. Well, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's not letting me click ahead. This is the wrong way. Christopher likes saying there's a large Polish population in the Texas city of Shiner. If you've ever heard of Shiner Bock beer, that's where it came from, you think. Interesting. Shiner, Texas. Shiner, Texas. I want to see how big that is. Do you think they deserve an NHL team? They've got a population of 2,000. Basically Saskatoon. Huh. Interesting. Founded by German and Czech immigrants. Spotso Brewer. Nice. Which way were we going? Okay, Kat saying I had to connect in Houston. The border official there was joking to me to enter the U.S. illegally, but I told him I have to work the next day. He asked why I didn't bring a girlfriend to Mexico. Nice. Brilliant. I love the absolute just dice roll that you get with border agents. It's like sometimes they're like... one time they were, I think, going into Canada. Nabu's saying sounds more like South Slavic, so Slovenia or Croatia, in my opinion. Yep. I would agree. Yeah, exactly, Old-Tired. That's why Global Entry rocks. Global Entry is amazing. But I remember one time going into Canada pre-Global Entry, before I had Global Entry. It was, it's like the plates on the car were New Jersey, because we were in college. And it was like, where are you coming from? We were like, DC. Like, your plates say Jersey, and we're like, we're students. And in the driver's passport, it said, you know, it was like birthplace, New Jersey. So they were like, okay, she checks out. And in my passport, it didn't say New Jersey. And so they were like, and it was like, guys, this is not rocket science. Nabu saying could also be Bosnia, as I feel it was added not long ago. Good point, good point. Christopher likes saying the high school in China has the same logo as the beer company. Ooh. I feel like you're not supposed to encourage that, but whatever. So just a pile of stuff. Nice pile of stuff. Kat saying I also had a bad experience with Mexico, too, from last year's cruise. Really? What happened there? In Playa del Carmen, I saw a homeless guy whacking another homeless guy with a machete. Cool. 5 feet behind me, 5 feet behind me across a bush. got so scared and ran for my life. As you should. Yeah. That's this Slovenia. That feels Slovenia. Yeah, Nabu's saying church looks more Southeast Austrian leaning Slovenia now. Lubno. This is Slovenia. 100%. But glad you're okay, cats. That's terrifying. Come on through this town. Oh, I will say. Oh, okay. Lubno, there was ski jumping there this weekend in Slovenia. Perfect. That's helpful. Any objections to that? Slovenia. I did look through. What's it? What did I look through? Oh, I got sick of my own timing of editing and went on Fiverr to be like, all right, YouTube video editors yesterday. Because what happens is I sit down to edit and I just end up watching the videos. Like, I watch all the clips all the way through. And I'm like, man, this would be sick as a full YouTube video. And I don't actually put them in the timeline. I just have the attention span of a goldfish. I just watch the video without editing it. And I'm like, sick. And then I'm out of time and I have to go do something else. So I was like, okay, I give up. I'm hiring an editor. And then I saw prices and I was like, never mind. I'm not hiring an editor. Let's go back and look at those people a bit more. Their house. Anything on it? Let's go back to the start here. Cats is saying, I was waiting in line to get a picture by the Playa del Carmen sign near the port, and there were even in front. Oh wow! Even in front of a police station, everyone started screaming. Jeez, that's terrifying, dude. Yeah, seriously, glad you're okay. I can't read that. Oh, I think I have a sneaking suspicion as to what that is. I think that kind of looked Thai or Cambodian. Oh, I was wrong. Nabu saying Java roofs. I think this is actually Sri Lanka. And there's the... Can you all hear that when that happens? The buzzer? I know it went off last week too with my new computer. Oh, and I hear one of my roommates going to get it. I don't think this is Sri Lanka, actually. This might just be the south of India. Because that doesn't look like Tamil. But I've been wrong about that before. That is Tamil, 100%. Okay, Kat's is saying, yeah, I heard a buzzer. Yeah, wonder what that was. My Amazon delivery was delayed to tomorrow, so I don't know. Other than, oh yeah, good point, Nabu. India's coverage is pretty bad. I did get a cushion for my seat, so I have a little cushion now. Because basically, my seat actually, it sits too low. It would hurt my knees if I sat here for too long. Because Friday, I sat here for 13 hours. And by then, and that was when I like sat here and ordered a new AC. Because I was like, all right, no more being cheap. I'm on fire. And my knees hurt because the seat is too low. So I bought a cushion so it would raise me up. And I bought an air conditioning unit. And that's that fan. That's not the air conditioning unit. That's just a fan. Yeah, we'll probably be Sinhala. We can keep looking at considering Sri Lanka for a couple years now. I feel like we've talked about this, you know. Visiting Sri Lanka. Kat saying, yeah, I would love to visit it too, but it's too far. Players Gold Leaf made in England. Bandara era electricals. Yeah, I don't really know what there is to do there though. Like for tourists. Maybe not tourists. I don't know what the stuff to see is. You know? It's like I know it's there. And I should go, but I don't know what to see. Colombo's an easy flight because it's a one world hub. Is it a one world hub? Really? Huh. Oh, they have Highlands with T. That's nice. See, but the thing is, there's other Highlands with T that are like 6 hours away instead of the other side of the world. Yep, cricket. Sri Lanka, jersey. We're in Sri Lanka. Any objections to that? We have Tamil. We have a Sri Lanka jersey. This should be Sri Lanka. Christopher likes saying funny. An Australian guy came in my store a couple days ago. I asked if he was from Australia. I told him I can tell by his accent. He responded with, I don't have an accent. You guys do. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. People would always say that to me in Scotland. I'm sure people have said that to you in Australia too, Christopher. Like, because they'd say something too fast, or like, I'd be like, "Oh, sorry, it's the accent." They'd be like, "I don't have an accent. You have an accent," and I'm just like, "We all have accents." Exactly. Bing bang bosh. What does this say? Electricity. This is French. Dun dun dun. Luxembourg plates. This is probably Luxembourg. Let's check it out. Yep, Nabu's saying Lux. Yep, just with how they've painted these houses. This is Luxembourg. I love how they paint their houses in Luxembourg. It's very cool. It makes this game a lot easier. Because it's like, aha. Gotcha. .lu. We are chilling. Any objections to Luxembourg? Oh, I wish I had more water. My ankle hurts so bad. This is one of those nights. I don't even have enough water to take ibuprofen. Darn. Yeah, Christopher likes saying I was picking up the Aussie accent after only 3 weeks in Melbourne. Yeah, that's the thing. It's happens to me as well. I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. This is Qatar. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. Yeah, this has got to be Qatar. Let's just look for something that confirms it. El Tired saying take a mini break, get some H2O and pain meds. Nah, the meds don't even... The meds are like They help, but what will be great is icing it. So after this, I'll just ice my ankle before I go to bed. And I'll take an Advil PM. Because it just... Yep, Doha. Qatar. Any objections? Yep, exactly, Nabu. Qatar World Cup meta. No, I had the same thing, Christopher. Like, it was... I've never picked up the Scottish accent, but when I lived there, I would think in it. So, like, my internal monologue, I'm not going to do the accent. My internal monologue, but, like, picture the accent. Picture someone speaking in it, right? That's what I would sound like in my head. And then when it came out, I was like, oh my god, I sound like redneck cowboy. It was actually hilarious. Just the total disconnect between like what I was thinking and what would actually come out. It's really funny. Glad that's not happening in my brain anymore. Now it's just like elevator music. The internal monologue went away a few years ago. It's just like, it's not even elevator. You know, it's like, please hold. That's it. What? Lithuanian? Or Latvian? Nabu's saying my first experience with Scottish was train spotting. That's definitely an experience. I think that actually is a very, like, lore accurate Scottish experience. W saying, yep, this is Lithuania. Sick. Cat saying Lithuania or Latvia. Nabu saying Lithuania. Our Baltics expert is saying Lithuania, so I kind of want to go Lithuania here. Nabu's also saying Lithuania, so I don't know. I feel like Lithuania is a safe guess here. Joel Freak saying now you're just a New Yorker. I don't know about that. I don't think New Yorkers would agree with that. I don't know about that. I'm Floridian. Cat saying okay, I trust WDig. WDig doing the salute emoji. Okay, yeah, the thing under the U is Lithuanian. Nice. Let's run it. There we go. Live in New York. Zabirai. Oh, I did not do my Russian homework. Koli Hochesh. There's a country code right here. Oh, .ua. Can you see that? How do you see that? How do you see that? I guess it actually, because I have it like. Alright, good for you all. And yep, there's the I with the things. Maybe we didn't have Russian. No, she emailed. Do it tomorrow before class. Philly Bert. I am tired and I have had a busy weekend and I've had a busy week. It's been a nightmare. Belgium. Christopher likes saying, here's a video idea for you, Ewan, the Shinkansen bullet train and the Tokyo transportation system. So, funny enough, I've thought about Japan. Not in that capacity, though. I've thought about Japan. Eventually. Someday when I do Japan. Knocking on wood. Could fall on the train tracks tomorrow. Someday when I do Japan. Right. I want to ride a bike across it. That's going to be the Japan video. That is going to be the Japan video. It's going to be sick. Good point, Navi. Red plates too. Yep. Let's run Belgium. Love it. Yeah, like coming over there. Cherry blossoms mid to end of March, early April. Yep. Love that. Like start over here. In Shinomaya beach, cycle on through. What would that look like? What would that now we're on this. Come on. Let's start here. And then where do we want to go on the other side? Where's a reasonable? This seems to be a mountain pass. Let's go here. Yeah, let's go to this beach. Cats is saying the Kansai area. Where's the Kansai area? Should I will follow up with you on that when we come to this. 335 kilometers. That's what? 200. That's nothing. Easy. Oh, maybe not. That doesn't look right. Oh, wait. You can't see what I'm doing. This on the elevation. That doesn't look too favorable. Oof. You funny, Joel freak. Cats is saying, okay, Kansai is Osaka, Kyoto. Okay. Nabu's saying, most surprising country positively I visited was Bulgaria. Okay. Clean, orderly, good weather, cheap, quality food. I can go on. Interesting. It feels like it could be an underrated spot. Oh. Hey, Nabu. You want to chime in? Yeah, there we go. Nabu's saying Austrian crossing sign. Yup. Alright. Austria then. We've literally got Vienna on the sign. What's it? What was I thinking just now? I met a Bulgarian in Serbia. Oh, you can see Mount Fuji from 60 miles away. That's crazy. Man. El Tired asking, are we on the right side of the border, though? Yes, the Austrian is saying we are. So I'm happy with that. Narrowly. Oof. Yeah, Nabu's saying A1 goes from Salzburg to Bratislava. Kat saying we stayed at a Buddhist temple for a night at a sacred UNESCO World Heritage Site there. The vibe was amazing. That sounds fantastic. Jeez. Yeah, I met a Bulgarian in Serbia. He was helping my friend and I translate. And then he was like, where are you from? We said United States. And he goes, ah. And then proceeds to say one of the most offensive sentences. He fit 2 different slurs into a relatively short, sentence. And it was an interaction. Springbok of the South Africa. Any objections? Oh, yep. Look at that. Nabu's already saying South Africa. Cat saying Springbok is an animal. Yep. It's the national rugby team. They're the Springboks. I only know the animal exists because of the rugby team. Any objections to South Africa? We don't even need to wait. It literally says Springbok. 323. This looks cool. Yep, it's kind of antelope. Rima 1000. Thor. It looks like a beer. Aben. 7-22. And I don't even have water. I'm so thirsty. I don't even have my water. Wash World. Takeaway. Yeah, W Dig saying sports meta strikes again. Literally. W Dig asking, is this Sweden? That's an interesting one. You could be correct. This sign. Man. The sign. Nabu asking, was that a crossed out O? I don't think so. Okay, Christopher likes saying Swedish words. Yeah, Nabu saying then Denmark. I don't think it was. I think this should be Sweden. That is a good point. Ill tired. It's our dangerous time of the stream, so we'll take our time. Nabu saying I could hallucinate. Fair enough. Yeah, Cat saying we need more clues. W Dick saying very likely Sweden. Yeah, this is Swedish. 100%. I just need to prove it. We don't get it enough that I'm confident. Okay, so this is Danish. You know that whole thing about how, Danish is just, Swedish, but worse, is what Swedes say? Basically the same language. Really funny. So, just in doing that, before anyone gets mad at me, this is interesting. Before anybody gets mad, this is really cool. Before anyone gets mad at me, in the, couple free hours I've had in the last 3 days, I live a very busy life. I just want to say that. I have a very busy life outside of this. A couple free hours. I haven't had... What my bottleneck is on the Senegal video is I have to do this whole recording session. It's going to take like an hour. I have to, like... Haven't gotten around to it. I'm going to try to do it this... I'm not going to get it done this week. I'm going to get it done next Monday, probably. Because I leave for London on Thursday. I've got stuff to do all week. If I can get it in one night this week, I will try. But... Yeah, Nabu's saying Danish is Swedish with a potato in their mouth, I've heard. There we go, yeah. Eltired saying not the same, but reminded me of a place in Pathos, Greece. Oh. Turiska Zedyanika Grada Paga. We're on the island of Pag. Where is Pag? Yeah. Nabu saying looks Greek islandly. Yeah, dismiss it, Croatia, Pag, Croatia. Alright, we gotta remember to put this in the list of interesting places, because this is pretty sick. Alright, let's run it. Nice. But in the couple free moments I've had, you know, the hour or so here and there, I've just, like, relaxed and edited the Central Asia special. And in doing that today, it's what I was doing before the stream started. And also, like, the entire thing, like, I have to get everything correct in one go, or it's disjointed. Because then if I have to re-record something, then I have to wear the same thing again and try to look this, and just like that. It'll also be in one go. It's easy to just, there we go, English. It's got to be like one recording session. I got to have like 2 hours set aside for it, like, an hour of it will be productive. It's gonna be a nightmare. And it's hot in here. It's hot in here right now. It'll be hot in here when I do that. And it's always annoying because I'll mess up. I'll say the same sentence 70 times and finally get it right. And I just get angry. It's better to not be hot. I'm making excuses. Allow me to make the excuses. I was editing the Central Asia video before getting on here. And there's a part where I literally do... Oh, it's about 6 or 7 hours. Months before the 6-7 thing happened, and I was like, like right before the stream started, laughing at this. Nabu's saying we need to see the back plates. Ireland, Northern Ireland, 100%, just from the houses. Need to find a car with the back plates. But that was it. Long explanation for a short punchline. W Dick saying at that point you just have to leave it in. Oh, I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving it in 100%. But you are gonna watch that and you'll be like, why didn't he? Like, he didn't clock that he. It's hilarious. I might, if it's a short enough clip, I'll put it in the Irish backplate. Not tonight, because I've got to. I've got to ice my foot and pass out after this. Every minute counts tonight. But another time, I'll send it. Next time I see it in the edit, I'll send it. You all can laugh at it. Cat saying looking forward to the Central Asian video. Yeah, or videos, plural. It'll be a fun one. And it's an easier edit. I've said this. I'm going to stop talking about it because I say this every week. Exactly. Joel Freak saying it's a Ewan video. It should come out by December 2030. Exactly. Ooh, videos. You went to 3 countries there. 4 if we include Turkey. The Turkish leg is like 15 minutes. I've edited that part already. This is Ireland, though. Yep, Nabu's saying Irish Yellow Diamond. Any objections? Bill Tyrant saying, is that blue flag a torn EU flag? It is! Good catch. I just assumed it was a company flag. Yep, 100%. Yep, exactly. Cat's pretty quick layover in Turkey. I will say, on the flight back from London this weekend, with the timing of it, I should be able to dedicate that whole flight to just dropping in footage, because I have all of the footage local on the laptop. I don't have to download it all. It's a big laptop, so I can just drag and drop, and I can have the entire thing storyboarded out, and only needing the transitions and get it to the exact same spot the Senegal video is at by Sunday, maybe. So yeah, Ireland. I like how I still say this stuff as if I believe it myself. I like how I still believe it myself. The car disappeared. These road lines. Car. Yeah, agreed, W-Dig. This feels Baltic. Cats are saying you guys are crazy for going into central Istanbul and flying again. That's why I decided to spend 2 days in Istanbul instead. Yeah, you're totally right. It's objectively the smart thing to do, but... I'm glad to have seen Kazakhstan. Because here's the thing. I would like to go back to Kazakhstan again. It is more likely, however, that I end up back in Istanbul for something at some point. Just because it is a hub. For the same reason we were there that time. So it's, you know... I'm glad that we... What's the word that I'm looking for? I'm glad that we did it how we did it. Yeah, there we go. That works. Yep, exactly, Cats. Almaty was a pleasant surprise. That's the thing. That was the footage I was putting together before this stream. I was putting together the Almaty footage, and I remembered. I was like, wow, I forgot how nice a city this was. I really liked Almaty. Such a nice surprise. And then the Kyrgyz footage is also hilarious, because it's like, it's us barreling around the Kyrgyz mountains. Our guide, it was the two of us and the guy who was showing us around, and he just cranked hard bass the whole time. So I was like cackling laughing yesterday. Nabi saying Lithuania thin border, or thin sign border, in my opinion. Could be Estonia too. Yep. Iltired asking, could it be Sweden or Finland? I could see Sweden here, because I'm not too used to these road lines. That's what's throwing me off here. The outside ones that are dashed. Let's look at this sign. Is it this sign? Oh, that's Lithuanian. It has the U. The U with the thing. Wow. I really just can't talk on the stream. Yep, W-Dig saying Lithuania. Yep. Love it. But yeah, it was hilarious editing the Kyrgyzstan stuff, because we're just barreling around in the mountains. The hard bass is going like boom, 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 boom. And it's like the most beautiful scene you've ever seen. And we're just like, it's just so funny. Dying laughing at that. This will be Poland or Hungary. This is every Poland-Hungary spawn ever. Outside of a city. Yeah, now we're saying Baltics again. Can't say Kirk was amazing too, yep. We went to some of the same spots from what I saw in your Instagram post. Also looking forward to the Uzbek video. You guys went to more places than me there. Yeah, but we talked about this. Bukhara is nothing to write home about. It is it does get funny. We do miss a train. I feel like I've mentioned this maybe. We miss our Uzbeki high-speed train in one day. Nabi's saying, yeah, Baltics again, Latvia this time. Also, fake meta, Estonian flowers. You might be coming up with stuff at this point, Nabu. Might be making stuff up. So let's keep on going. Let's keep on. We need words. Words would be helpful. This is This is also crunch time. This is when we start to do dumb stuff. Oh, that's Estonian. Iced fair. It's not how one would pronounce that, but yeah, this is definitely Estonian. W Dig, would you like to confirm? Yeah, Cat's saying Estonia. Yeah, Cat's, yep. W Dig agreeing. Cat saying, oh no, hope you guys made it to the next one. Uzbek high-speed train with another pleasant surprise. Yeah, the train was amazing. Massage chairs, you could move it all over the place. It was so nice. Oof, Nabu saying after this round I'm gone. It's almost 4 a.m. Yeah, get some sleep, Nabu. That is late. Where is this? This is interesting. Ciao, Nabu. And it's a stop sign. It looks like a Spanish stop sign. Christopher saying, Ewan, do you remember a few months ago I got a pinched nerve behind my... Oh, we can't go that way. Pinched nerve behind my name. Happy to report that it's fully healed as of last week. Now to retrain my brain that I can go up a ladder normally. Congrats. No, I know that's been bugging you a while. Pinched nerves are scary, too. It's like... It's freaky. I don't know how to describe it. Other than, like, panic. No, that must feel awesome. Is this actually all we have? This is all we have. Alright, well, thankfully we have Spanish and Euros right here. Just in time. And as I said, this looks like a Spanish stop sign. Yeah, for real, W. Dick. Nabu, you're a legend for that. Cat saying there was a massage chair on your train? Yes. So we accidentally booked first class for Samarkand to Bukhara, and we had massage chairs. It was pretty sick. Cat saying I was surprised they served free food on the train from Tashkent to Samarkand. Can't say I experienced that. I definitely took that train. I didn't know they did the free food. I think they did it in first class. We did do a coach journey, but we were asleep for a lot of it. That was Bukhara back to Tashkent. Yeah, exactly. Christopher saying it was painful for a long time. Yeah, I can't imagine. That must have been awful, dude. Joel Freak saying, yes, I know it's why I just got a shot in my spine this last week. Ooh. That's rough. 2026 is everyone's year. It's everyone's year. Joel Freak's getting the shot in the spine. Christopher likes pinched nerve is healed. I'm getting surgery in 12 days. This is our year. Okay, you were in first class from Tashkent to Samarkand. The meal was nice. I'm surprised you didn't have the massage chair then. Alright, are we good with Spain? España, we've got Spanish here. Everything else looks Spanish. I think we go with it. Can't say. Next weekend I'll just have my root canal. You're lucky, cats. Enjoy that. Enjoy your root canal. That'll be a good root canal. Just know that at least you don't have a pinched nerve, getting a shot in your spine, or having surgery. Enjoy the root canal. Alright, let's do Spain. I was kind of stressed there, not going to lie. I was going to force a poll just to be sure I had backing before doing that, but I was like, I'm just going to do it. This is interesting. Is this... It's not Italy. I was going to say Italy. Pasek. This is interesting. Oh, Barcelona. Catalan, always getting me. This doesn't look like Barcelona, though. I want to leave. It says P instead of... Oh, yeah, because EU. Yeah, Cat saying Catalan. W Dick saying, yep, Spain again. All right, well, that's the Catalan flag. We're in Spain. Any objections to that? Why does my ankle hurt so much? Oh, because I actually walked to a train station earlier, that's why. Alright, let's do it. I had a thing in Brooklyn, and it was the middle of nowhere in Brooklyn, and I Ubered there, which was expensive, but because I didn't want to be sweaty when I got there, but I was like, it doesn't matter when I come home, being like, because I can just shower. So I walked back to the subway with my friend, and it was like a 25-minute walk. My ankle was just like, this is India. This is 100% India. That script is... It's not Thai, not Cambodian, not Laotian, it's not Bangladesh. It's not Sri Lankan. It's one of the Indian scripts. It's probably like mid-India. We'd get something like this. No. Where could we find something like this? Altar's saying, let's wait. Could be Sri Lanka. True. We are at the end of the night. Yep, don't get ahead of yourself. Or Nepal. Very good points. All very good points. Yeah, Altar's saying it doesn't seem as India coded. Fair enough. Let's... Oh. Okay. Rotowewa Trichomely. Where is Trichomely? Oh. Lol. Well, that was helpful. I happened to find it. No, for real, WDick. The Nepal round we had recently was so bizarre. It was so weird. And I spent the entire time going, guys, it's not Nepal. It's not Nepal. That was so weird, yeah. But yeah, Trincomaly's in India, right? Never mind. Cat saying, well done, Ewan. Thank you, total chance. Zero skill involved. Let's run it. Awesome. 331. Now we're somewhere else. Somewhere that I can't quite figure out. It's cloudy, but there's palm trees. And that's Hebrew. That was quick. This is Israel. Any objections? Yep, WDick saying major snipe there. Every one in like 300 of those, you stumble upon the right area randomly. Christopher Lexing wasn't I the first to confirm Nepal that round? Potentially. I don't remember that much, honestly. I just remember being so bamboozled as it became clear it was Nepal. Gee, where's this? Anyone object? Guatemala City. Oh. El Tired saying, are we sure it's Hebrew? I don't see it. My bad. Guadaburger! I forgot about Guadaburger. Oh, it's so funny. Yep, Cat saying Guatemala. Love it. 333. And this will be where we end. There's 1 minute left and we're in a forest. Maybe there will be a sign. Christopher likes saying, yeah, we need the staples. That was easy button. Just happens sometimes. All right, it is 10 p.m. I do really quickly want to just say again that next week you may see on social media that I am in London. The stream is not canceled. I will be back in time to do the stream and need to stay up so my sleep schedule doesn't get nuked. So, I will see you next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. As WDick says, good night. I'll see you all in Saskatoon. WDig, again, would be so funny if you did that. So funny. Please do. It's just so funny. But yeah, with that, have a wonderful week, everybody, and